everybody. Wow, am I ever humbled. That was quite a discussion. All those women are acclaimed sailors, and it's just amazing. They have probably between all of them gone around the world 2 or 3 times. So that was great. I really enjoyed listening to that, and we got some really accomplished women in that talk, and I hope everybody enjoyed listening to that. We are now on a Tayana 48, a 2005 Tayana 48, and we're over in Grand Marina. So we're going to do a little live showing today on, as well as 2 other boats. We're going to do a 2004 Fibercraft Pilot House motor yacht and a Dayliner 3988 after this boat. So let's start. We're going to hop off the boat, go down the dock so we can give you a nice view of this boat, and then we'll take you through the Tayana 48. All right. If you know anything about cruising boats, or you've been looking for cruising boats, Tayanas are right up at the top of the list for quality and sailability. This is a Robert Perry design, and he's done a great job with it. And the Tayana yard builds really top quality boats. Pacific Yacht Imports, who Atomic Tuna bought at the beginning of the year, actually the end of last year, is the Tayana importer. They have been for, I don't know, 20 some odd years. So this boat was actually sold by Pacific Yacht Imports back in 2005 as a new boat, and now we got it back to resell. So if you're looking for a nice, really sturdy cruising boat that will take you anywhere in the world, stay tuned and watch this video, because we're going to go through the whole boat and give you guys a really good look on this boat. All right, let's walk down the boat. You can see the hull is really bright and shiny. Moderate freeboard. Got bulwarks here, so it keeps you on the boat. And one of the things I really like about these Tayanas is the stanchions. You can take these things and really yank on them. They won't move because they're double supported. You have this outer support here as well as the inner support. So you got really nice strong stanchions. The lifelines on these are also, they're a little bit higher. The stanchions are a little bit higher. So you got really good protection. Really important if you're going offshore to stay on your boat. Kind of goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. In fact, when I skipper a boat and I have crew on board, I say there's only one rule, and all my crew know what that is. Anybody that sailed with me knows what that is, and that is stay on the boat. So this Tayana will definitely keep you on the boat. You still have to be careful, of course, but nice lifelines, nice stanchions. Let's go aboard, and then we're going to start from the bow of the boat and work our way back. So we'll start up at the pointy end of the boat. It's got double bow rollers with a really beefy Delta anchor on it. It's about probably a 60-pound Delta anchor. And they have 300 foot of chain rod with a Maxwell vertical windlass. So with all the chain going below deck. Really nice. The fair leads for your dock lines, let me point this out right here, are also really beefy. They have rollers on them. It's a little hard for you guys to see maybe, but there's rollers on them to minimize chafe on your dock line. And also when you're putting the dock lines out, this is a little bit tight, but you can just drop it in the slot so you don't have to feed it through. So they really thought about how to use your dock lines. Working back, we have our foot switches for the windlass. And we have a removable inner forestay. So just move this ring up and then pull the lever, and then you can take this forestay off and move it back to the mast. And then clip it back up if you want to use it. That way you can clear the removable forestay if you're going upwind and they're tacking a lot, and you don't need the forestay unless you're running a reef boat. So nice to have it. You can run a staysail on here, a storm sail on here. So you bring your sail areas down and in, reduce the height of your center of effort, get it down lower. So the boat will stand up better and sail better. So really nice feature on these cruising boats. The hatches on these boats are main ship hatches or van ship hatches, all stainless steel, heavy duty hatches. And you can see you've got a nice big one here over the forward berth. And then one here in the guest stateroom. And then a couple in the back that are a little further back that are over the salon. So good ventilation, nice big hatches, offshore hatches, no problem. Take a beating in a storm, and nothing to worry about. Coming up to the mast, Tayana's been doing this for a long time, and they put these mast pulpits on. So if you have to work up here at the mast, you got something to lean against, and it really keeps us safe and secure. So this boat has one of my favorite sail handling systems on it. It's a leisure furl, in-boom furling. So you don't have to leave the cockpit to raise and lower this. And it's infinite reefing. So you can reef it at any height. And it's a full batten mainsail. So you get to get really good sail shape. You get a nice roach on the sail, and you have ease of use. So these other winches up on the mast are for your halyards, for your jib and your spinnaker. And in my hand here is a staysail halyard and a spare jib halyard. And over on the other side is a spinnaker halyard. So you've got all your halyards right here. And let's see what else we got here. Another winch on this side. And then on the cabin top, we have what do we call it? Track for the staysail, so you can adjust the sheet angle for your staysail. It comes back through the turning block and up to the secondary winch back there on either side. And then on the mast also, take a look on this side. A nice solid boom bang with about a 16 to 1 purchase, so you can really crank down on the downhaul on the boom, so you get really nice sail shape. You can really tune that sail, get the best performance out of this boat with nice tuned main. The Dodger on this boat is built in the last year, so it's fresh canvas. The windows are polycarbonate, so nice and clear. It'll stay that way probably for 10 years, as long as you don't use paper towels or some harsh chemicals. So really nice, gives you good visibility. You got a handrail on the side, so when you're getting out of the cockpit or you're moving forward, you got a handrail to hold. And then along the cabin top, you have these nice handrails as well. On the back end of the Dodger is a handrail that goes all the way across. So when you're in the cockpit, you have something to hold on to. And we got our bimini. So the all important bimini when you're in the tropics, you're going to be looking for shade wherever you can. And again, this bimini was built in last year or so, so canvas is really fresh, really nice. And there's handholds on this bimini frame as well, walking around. Primary jib winch, secondary winch for the staysail or for running spinnakers. As we come back, we have really nice dough raids. Tayana's been putting dough raids on their boat for forever. Nice stainless steel dough raid with stainless hand holds to protect it, so you don't get any of the main sheet wrapped around it. It's really nice. This boat has a fishing mount here, so you can put your rod here and go catch some fish. Last time I was on a Tayana 58 from South Africa, we were fishing, caught fish every day. We caught fresh fish. So it was really good, healthy, and should definitely make sure you have your fishing rods and lures on board and go catch some fish. The Genoa track on this boat is really long, so you can adjust the jib or the Genoa and get good sail shape out of it. It's a little unusual on these boats to have such a long Genoa track, but this one has it with adjustable cars, of course. Get your big turning blocks, these cheek blocks here, really hefty. Bring your jib sheets back here, or your spinnaker sheets or guys. Turn them, bring them back up to the winch so you get nice nice runs. Got a life sling here for your protection. And then one of my other favorite things on this boat are these pulpit seats. And so they just sit down here and hang out and watch the world go by as you're sailing along, nice and quiet, and just enjoying the sun. So yeah, these are great seats. There's one on either side, so you can choose your side depending on which tack you're on, and hang out and enjoy it. Coming down next to me here is the split backstay. So you do have a split backstay here. It's got a single sideband integrated into the backstay. And this boat does have a single sideband. So when you're out cruising, you've got long range radio already on this boat, so you don't have to worry about that. With split backstay, you don't have a backstay in the middle, so it opens up the middle of the boat to get on and off the boat. There's a little swim step down below, nice little place down there where you can get in and out of the water with a nice swim ladder that's easy to deploy. And then you have this radar arch here, or this arch, that has three, I think they're 150 watt panels, solar panels, fairly new. So you get nice, good solar coming off this boat, keep your batteries charged up. And this nice hefty radar arch that integrates your davits for your gain. This is I think it's a 10-foot Avon, excuse me, 10-foot Zodiac, inflatable floor with a little 5-horse Mercury outboard. You have your blocks, your 4-to-1 blocks to make it easy to raise and lower this dinghy. You can put a bigger dinghy on here if you want, maybe a hard bottom. If you're going to go long distance cruising, it's always nice to have a hard bottom rib. Go use it as your little sports car. Nice little Magma barbecue. We can barbecue all that fish that you caught, or the steaks that are sitting in your freezer waiting for a little break from fish. Let's hop in the cockpit. At the helm here, we have the autopilot, Raymarine, and this is upgraded. This is a newer autopilot, and again, one of my favorite things is bow thruster. So this boat already has a bow thruster, nice to have, great for maneuvering these single-engine sailboats. So yep, this boat is all equipped with that. The steering wheel is a nice teak steering wheel with a brake. Single lever engine control on the side of the binnacle. And a cockpit table. Leg that folds down and then folds out. Nice shiny varnish. All the varnish on this boat's in really good condition. You hang out here and put your beers down, or your Mai Tais or margaritas, depending if where you are. There's cockpit cushions on this boat. They're all in really good condition. No tears, no soils, looking really good. Forward, we have our halyard winch. It is electric. The electric's not on right now, but this is used for raising and furling the mainsail. So it all comes back to here. And then on the other side is the boom bang and another line, which I'm not quite sure what it is. Have to track it down a little bit. And then we have a nice 12-inch hybrid touch Raymarine, which is an upgrade from the original. The clutches they use on this boat is Lumars, and I don't know if you ever use these or not, but really nice. You can release a line even if it's under heavy load. So nice clutches on this. And then forward, we have our instruments. We have our depth, wind, and speed. So you can sit in the cockpit and see these from anywhere in the cockpit. All right, let's head below deck. All right, so now we're down here in the below deck on the Tayana 48, 2005. And I don't think I had mentioned the price on this boat. So the asking price on this boat is $329,000. Boat show special is $319,000. So give us a call if you're interested in that, and we'll get you on this boat. It is a super boat. I know a lot of us are sitting at home with this shelter-in-place directive, and thinking about going cruising. Well, if I'm thinking about going cruising, I'm thinking about this boat. So you should give us a call. We'll go through the entire interior here, but if you want to see more detail and ask questions, give us a call and we'll give you a virtual tour on the boat. On the port side of this boat is a nice L-shaped settee with a big table. The upholstery is cloth upholstery, a really nice shape. There's no soiling, no rips, no wear on it. It's all in really good shape. Teak table with fiddles all the way around. So if you're eating down here underway, you're not going to get your plate sliding into your lap. And then they have nice handholds on this end. On the other side, we have another L-shaped settee. This one's smaller than the port side. Same upholstery, same condition. And then we have a nice little table here with handholds and fiddles. So everywhere you look on this boat, you'll see handholds. And Tayana does such a fabulous job on their woodwork. It's just really pretty. So you got handhold here. You have handhold on the companionway ladders, a couple places. You have handholds overhead. So when you're underway, it's a really safe boat. Plus, everything is close enough where you can go from handhold to handhold to handhold, and never be moving around without being able to hold on to something. There's the business end of the boat, nav station, marine chart plotter, hybrid touch. This is a 9-inch, I think. Kind of cool. You can either do it with your fingers with the touch, or you can use the controls. We'll start up here. This is our single sideband. ICOM. You got your ICOM speaker, your ICOM VHF, mic for the VHF, mic for the sideband. This here is the battery gauge, and then we have our Pioneer CD player stereo, and there are speakers throughout the boat. Got your Northern Lights genset controls, and can you see the hours on that? I don't have my glasses on. I think it says 2:35. Xantrex inverter controller and Xantrex battery monitor. And your circuit breaker panel. And they do a nice job laying it out. All your lights are on one side, all your navigation equipment's on the other side. And then various other lights and things are here. Actually, it's the other way, sorry. All your lights are here and here. This is all your navigation equipment. And one of the nice things about Tayana is the quality of the wiring. So let's open that up, take a peek inside. Wiring's nice and clean and labeled, and There's extra space in there, so if you decide that you need to add more electronics or some other electrical items, you have all the extra space, and everything is run nice and neat. Okay, storage space. So good space to store your captain's log, which comes with the boat. Nice little captain's log. Not much in here because they don't really go very far with this boat. So you can start new, iPad, or whatever you have. So our trip from South Africa to Florida, we actually used an iPad the entire way, and it was great. I wouldn't really do it any other way. It's nice to have these chart plotters, but iPad makes it easy as well. Underneath the chart table, we have some drawers and a bigger drawer for files, or they have manuals in here. Lots of manuals. On the other side, underneath, is access to the generator. So this comes up, gets out of the way, and you have generator access. Northern Lights, I believe it's a 5 kW. And then we have gauges for water, fuel, and actually that's fuel, water, and waste. So you got your gauges right here. Up above us, you got an EPIRB. You see our GPS fix, so one of the newer EPIRBs, and a fire extinguisher. And we'll see those throughout the boat. Most of the lights on this boat are LED, so it keeps your energy usage down. Okay, let's go forward. As we walk through, you'll see all this really nice teak, satin finished teak that Tayana does. Inside this closet is access to the mast. It's a deck or a keel set mast, and it's covered with this really nice solid teak. Tayana is known for their teak on the interior, especially. Moving forward on the port side is a guest stateroom with bunks. Nice little hanging closet there. And then forward is the lee berth. Nice big hatch. Hanging locker, lots of storage space. You get behind me and put the storage over here as well. Oh, there's a mirror. So this is the 3-cabin layout on the Tayana. So you have on the port side, you have the double bunks. You have the V berth up forward, and then aft, you'll see when we go back there, you have the big queen, centerline queen that they have on all the floors. On the starboard side is the bathroom, forward bathroom. Use this for your day hat and for your guests. So you have a nice separate shower in there, so your guests can use this for taking their showers and not getting the rest of the head wet. One of the things I should point out is the woodwork on this. When you look at these doors, they're all solid teak doors, all really nice. The whole boat's like this. This beautiful teak woodwork. All right, let's go to the galley. Let's cook something up. This is a great offshore galley. No matter which tack you're on, you have something to lean against. There's a guard around the stove. So even if you're on starboard tack and you're leaning this way, you've got something to lean on. So great underway galley. On the inboard side, you have twin stainless steel sinks and a microwave. So easy to get to your microwave. It's at a really good height, so you can actually see in there. You got some storage here. I think they have, this is their dry storage. And then outboard side, you have your 3-burner propane stove with oven. Fridge and freezer. You have top access, as well as side access for both of them. And this is a Gruner refrigeration freezer system with holding plates. So it's really efficient, and it's good for use offshore. Outboard here is storage. These do lock, so you have to lift them a little bit. Oops. To lift them and slide them. You have port lights, opening port lights into the cockpit. So if you're cooking down here, you can hand some food out, as well as outboard. There's a couple opening port lights here. So you get nice ventilation in, one just about above the stove. And there's a little exhaust fan above the stove as well. Okay, let's go into the master stateroom. This is one of the great features of this boat. You have this nice centerline queen bed. You can sleep in here on either tack. You can get into the bed from either side. This model has a little settee here for sitting and putting your shoes on or your clothes on or off. And then there's just storage all over this aft stateroom. A nice big closet back here that you're looking at now. There's storage underneath. These are huge storage areas, both here and here. You put sheets or dry goods or whatever. Storage outboard. Nice storage all around the this boat in the aft stateroom. A nice overhead hatch and port lights, opening ports. There's 2 on either side in the stateroom with the opening hatch. So lots of ventilation. This boat does have air conditioning. So if you're really hot in the tropics, you can turn the air conditioner on. And then we're going to do a little dance here, but the camera is going to come over here and show you the head. With the separate shower. And on the forward wall of the stateroom is more storage. Nice big storage here. And then drawer storage as well. All right. I'm gonna open up this access door, and this gives you access to the Gruner refrigeration system. The wet exhaust muffler and the dripless shaft seal. And then your inlet with the with your water strainer. So easy access. Back of the engine. Under the sink is engine access. And there's a Yanmar engine. I think it's a 75 horse, but I would have to confirm that for you. You can access this engine from the other side as well. And then forward, in front of the engine, is the generator. And you can access the generator from underneath the stairs. So there is a panel that comes off under the stairs that gives you full access to the generator. We'll do just a quick peek in the bilge for you guys. Nice and clean down there. This boat did have a fuel tank in the bilge here that was compromised. That was removed. The tank that is down there now has 150 gallons capacity. The current owners felt that that was enough, but if you wanted to add another tank, or if you wanted to put a bladder in there for longer trips, there's space to do it, as well as the manifold to hook it up. Okay, I think we pretty much covered this boat. She's a beauty. If you're thinking about cruising, think about this Tayana 48, 2005. Asking price $329, boat show special $319. And if you're the first one to buy a boat from Atomic Tuna or Fairline Yachts during the show, then from Trident Funding as well as from Atomic Tuna, we're going to cover your title costs, so you'll save $600, which is a nice thing. Every dollar counts. But this boat also was just surveyed, It was a Randy Sharp survey. If you know Randy, he is a very thorough surveyor. And they went through the list and did pretty much everything on the list. So boat's pretty much ready to go. Give us a call, Atomic Tuna Yachts, 510-759-8481. All right, thanks for joining us on the Tayana 48. We're going to take you over just down the docks for two other boats. So I'm not sure if we can queue up a little video for you while we walk down there, or you're going to just walk with us. So we'll take you down there now. Thanks. Catalina 425. What's your next boat?
I'm blown away by the 545, the new one that just won all these Boatable of the Year awards, that just came out of the plant. It is the big sister to this boat. If you squint, you'll see this boat when you see the 545. The hull shape is this boat extended. It's a little wider, it's a little longer, but the hull shape is the same. The interior, the layout of the interior is the same, that all the rooms are bigger. The staterooms are much bigger. The galley is much bigger, and it's got more amenities than this boat has. It has both a bow thruster and a stern thruster. The 545, I think, is
The Lost Soul dropped her dock lines and we were heading for our first anchorage of a new voyage. Excited? You bet. The same feeling that I felt the first time I set sail over 30 years ago was inside me. Pulling out past the breakwater, I couldn't help but wonder, what would I be feeling if and when I sailed back in? Would it be a few months? Would it be years? Would I ever sail back in? Those were real questions passing through my alleged mind. No matter what happens, I know I can sail her in. If the motor stops, who cares? I have sails. If the DVD doesn't work, so what? I can fix it when I get into port, or do without. But cruising as a lifestyle is more than that. You want everything to work, and if it doesn't, you have to fix it. When I last left to go cruising, I was in fairly good shape. Round is a shape, and I had no trouble getting around. But now I'm sneaking up on 70, and I don't feel a lot different. But after a couple of days out there, I realized there were quite a few things I used to do I could no longer do. No, I don't mean things like set sail or drop anchor or steer a boat. Those are no problem. But I find myself asking for help when something goes awry in the battery room. Oh, I can still get in there, but it's a lot harder getting down on the old knees, or more importantly, getting back up. But I realized something else a lot more important. When the wind is starting to howl at our first night's anchorage and we were hoisting the hook and setting the reef sail in the middle of the night, I felt alive. No, I don't mean I felt just alive. I mean I felt alive. There was a spark inside me as the sail set with 25 knots of wind blowing us south, and I found myself smiling. Not a big deal, you say? I can't remember the last time I had a big old grin on my face like that. The bounce was back, the feeling was back, and we were alive and well. Sitting there with my life partner, both of us just taking in the night, was like old times. As the wind slackened, without word I would start easing the reef, Jody would ease the sheet lines. When the sails were right for the winds again, we sat in silence, both of us lost in our dreams and our reverie. No words were needed or wanted. We were where we belonged, cruising. If something breaks, we can do our best to fix it. If we can't fix it, we can do without. If I can't get in the battery room, Jody can.